Greetings, family. Welcome to another one of your FRANK26 UB2Bs. It's good to be with you. It is the 16th of March, 2026. We are KTFalways.com, which stands for Keep the Faith Always in Our Heavenly Father. Before we do anything, we always go to God and we ask for help. We ask for help. We ask for guidance. Will you join me as all right. As we prepare for our UB2B for tonight, let us pray. Hello, Father. Hello, Jesus. Hello. It's good to be with you again. And I'm Father, to talk to you because of the Holy Spirit, because of Jesus' blood on that cross. Thank you. It's another day, Father. Help me to survive another dangerous day. Help me to survive while I wait for your Son to come back. I believe, Father, that only a fool would wait for the flood before building his ark. And I pray, Father, that I can bring as many as I can into the ark by teaching, by talking, by sharing, by testimony, by example, by the agape love that you gave us. It's bad enough if I take myself to hell, but what a tragedy if I take my children, my family, or my friends with me to hell. Not by my actions, not by my words, not by my testimonies. I would not want that. I want to spend an eternity with you, Father. I believe you want me to be with you for an eternity as well. You said that in your word, your very first things you said to me was, in the beginning. Well, when I read those words, it told me that there has to be an end. In the beginning tells me there's an ending there that would lead me to an eternal kingdom of light with you, right? Amen. Amen. I agree. I'm all for it. I want to spend an eternity with you, but right now, please spend time with me. And like I told you yesterday, don't harden my heart. I can do that by myself. I want to spend time with you. You know, Father, the same amount of time that you spend to create a rose is the same amount of time that is spent to create a weed. I wanna invest my time with the morning rose that Jesus is. Please forgive me of my sins. Please wash them away by the blood of Jesus. There are many. Please understand my weakness. Please write my name in your book. Help me in what I'm about to do. It's never easy. But more so, help them before you help me. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, I pray, amen, amen, amen. Well, did you? What's the title of your Yubi-Tubi? No, we did not. Well, fine, okay. I didn't miss you either. We're here to study the Iraqi Dinar, and everything I say to you is just strictly my opinion. Like how you like my pink shirt? That's my opinion, and I'm sticking to it. So that's all there is to it. Now, yesterday, I wasn't with you. I just took some time off to be with my family. May I recommend that you go see the movie? Um, I Can Only Imagine Part 2. May I suggest that you go see that? May I suggest you take a box of Kleenexes? Especially if you've had health issues, cancer, especially if you had to fight, to survive. I'm not going to tell you any more than that because I don't want to ruin the movie for you, but they had the Oscars yesterday. They're a bunch of wieners. Yeah, Oscars, they're a bunch of wieners. And it's pompous, worshiping pompous. It's self-indulgent. Tell me again, am I really? Oh, thank you very much. You ain't worth Shiite, man. Get out of here. And then they give themselves awards and what's this for? You got the sexiest high heels this year. What? I don't know. Like, for example, Oz. Remember Oz that came out? They've spent more money advertising than they made. They made it seem like what's that? Barbie. Like Barbie, same thing. So much money to really, get it out there, and then poof, and that was it. And then it dies down like about 10 days later or something. I, I don't even know who won the Oscar. Oh, Myers. Myers did, right? Oh, I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. That is what I really like to be. Anyways, we're here to study the Iraqi dinar, and everything I say to you is just strictly my opinion. You know something, family? I wanted this thing to happen last year. I wanted it to happen on the 1st of this year. It should have happened by now. And we've got a war to deal with, don't we? What's the reality of that? Well, the reality is that war is bringing a security and stability for the monetary reform. And in the process, Iranian influence, that'd be parliament, that'd be Maliki, that would be the Democratic Party of the United States of America, that would be, Iran, that would be the Ayatollah Supreme Leader who's gone, and that would be his son, Junior, who, in my opinion, he's gone. So, so that's where we're at. And um, Trump said something interesting recently. I think it was yesterday. He said, "Look, right now we're going through a lot of caca, but when the caca is cleaned up and flushed away, oh my goodness, prosperity. Oh my goodness, what's going to happen in the Middle East? Oh my goodness, USA. Oh." So yeah, as far as all the negativity, all the bad things that the Democrats are saying that this war is going to be detrimental. It's really bad news. Uh, they're like the Iranians. They lie for a living. They lie the way I need food for sustenance. They lie like I need oxygen to breathe. They can't, they can't, they can't not lie. And that's something. And that's an infectious disease. Oh, it's contagious. Not in the sense of a virus or a bacteria or a fungus or anything like that, but it's contagious in the sense of evil spirits. Oh, they're everywhere. They're everywhere. Go to a bar, you'll find more evil spirits there. Go to a church. Yeah, you find evil spirits there because he's trying to destroy that beautiful environment that God has. Yeah, you got to be aware, you got to be ready, you got to fight back, you got to defend yourself and not allow these demons to defeat you. Now, we're here to study the Iraqi Dinar, and I know. So many of you are depending on this to happen. I pray that it happens. I don't know when it's going to happen. I know it's happening. This I know. I just don't know when. How much? I got a pretty good educated guess based on what they've said. That's no problem. The problem is the weight. That's the problem. And if you can't stand it, you know how they say you can't stand the heat in the kitchen, get out of the kitchen, go to the bathroom, go to the living room, go somewhere else. Okay, that's what I would recommend. I don't think it would be any good to you to call me and complain and yell at me. I got nothing to do with it. If I did, it would happen by now. No, I'm your punching bag, and God and I, we have an agreement. It's okay. It's okay. I got no problems being your punching bag. But if you're disrespectful to my staff or my wife, you're gone. But yeah, that's where we're at, family. This war is bringing the security and stabilities that we need for the monetary reform. You can see it everywhere. Parliament is scared. Iran is scared. Everybody that was against the monetary reform is scared and running. But you got to wait till the smoke clears. And, and the smoke is clearing, but and like I told everybody in Iraq, all my friends, I said, look, give us until next week, towards the end of the month. Just, I think by next week, they're going to go in. They're gonna walk into Iran, and that's a completely different ball game. That's 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 full control. That's it. Trump wants total surrender, but they won't give it. Instead, what they want to do is renegotiate. They want to talk. Hey, Trump. No, 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 no. Trump says, stop that nonsense. Oh, you don't want to talk to us? Look, if I say I want to go ahead and renegotiate and talk to you, you're going to say, do it next week. And then when I meet you, you're going to say, oh, we're going to postpone. Let's do it next week. What you're doing is buying time. We're not stupid. You are. We've studied your patterns very well. And it hasn't been studied for a handful of years. We've been studying it for about 37 years. We know you guys forward and backwards. Aren't you surprised that we know before you even fart? We can tell you what we're going to tell you about. We can tell you your gases because we know what you're going to eat the day before. And you don't even realize that. The problem, family, is that this war has become, it's a pain. It's difficult. Hold on, I got these. Somebody complained to me, "Oh, Frank, how can you spray this stuff?" This stuff is organic, believe it or not. I like the aerosol one. They got the pump spray that's organic, but it doesn't work as well. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, we're in a very good position, but the position continues to wait. We're waiting. The good thing about it is that we have Trump on our side. We've got Trump on our side. What if we didn't? What if we had Biden on our side? What if we had Obama on our side? What if we had Clinton on our side? Oh my gosh. Those people, I mean, for 16 years, they destroyed our country. 16 years, they destroyed our country. And in the blink of an eye, God put it back together. He gave us the right leaders, and here we are. And we're all waiting for this blessing to come so that we can have financial relief. Some of us so that we can have our burdens relieved, our debt canceled. Some of us because we simply want granular illusions of dreams come true. I guess that's okay. I had a guy that said to me, "Hey Frank, don't you realize that when the rich man asked Jesus Christ, how does a rich man get into heaven?" And the response that Jesus said, "Well, you must sell everything." And the rich man was so sad. He walked away, Frank said, because he knew he wasn't going to give up everything. I mean, I got to give up everything? That's not what Jesus said. What do you mean that's not what Jesus said? That's what Jesus said. No. When the rich man asked Jesus, what do I have to do to enter the kingdom of heaven? And Jesus said, it is difficult for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And then he told him some things that would increase his odds. But he never said a rich man cannot enter the kingdom of heaven. He said very clearly, it is difficult for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. Why? God is jealous. He doesn't want us to have two masters. He doesn't want us to have two that we serve. You're going to serve money or you're going to serve God? I'm going to serve God, but I got money. Then use the money to serve God. Enough of my lecture. Enough of my preaching. What I'd like to do now, family, is share with you some of our team's information. I didn't share today. I didn't share yesterday. Would you like the last 2 days? So here we go. This is 40 something. It just came in right now. And we're going to go back. Let's see. Let's go back all of today. I will not answer your phone calls right now, please. This is all of today. Now, let's go back to yesterday. Well, actually, this is yesterday in the midnight hours 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. And then we go back to yesterday. Yesterday, that would be 7 o'clock in the morning yesterday. So we can continue to go back and see what we can find early in the early morning hours of yesterday. And then this is yesterday and the date. It looks like we have some stuff to read, family. This is yesterday. We're at yesterday at 10 a.m. in the morning. I think we're close to probably like where we want to start. Maybe we should start right here. So that's the straits, right? No? All right. Good morning, Mr. Frank. We've had some very loud explosions this morning. It looks like your embassy is totally gone. So that's okay. We were planning on building a bigger one. Don't worry about it. Mr. Frank, television is now showing that Iran is bragging. They do this a lot. They've come out and they're bragging and they're saying that they have killed all of the Israelis that were attacking them. And they said they killed the military leaders of Israel. They're firing a lot today. So what's today? Monday? This is Saturday. We're not going to go outside today all day at all. We didn't go out at all. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry that you're going through this, gentlemen, but notice it's less and less. Notice what happened today. Continuing. Then I respond, well, gentlemen, I find them to be comical, but as much as they are mosquitoes, Even a mosquito can carry malaria and kill human beings. So they will be dangerous until they are totally removed. Will they be totally removed from the picture? As time goes on, they will. Yesterday, Iran told Trump, okay, we want to negotiate. And Trump told Iran, nah, nah, you had your chance. You had your chance. You see, Trump wants 100% complete surrender. And trust me, he's going to get it. When these idiots tell you that they have destroyed most of Israel and Americans' power and leaders, for that matter, I shouldn't put, okay, leaders and powers, I find it to be delusional, a complete delusional mental retarded statement. They are using the only weapon that they have left, and that weapon is fear on you, Iraqis. And that's why I'm constantly telling you, you need to be stronger. And I know it's easy for me to say that, but that's why I pray for you, you guys all the time. You need to be stronger. I've got to deal with my KTFA family that is constantly asking me when. I have to deal with you guys that are constantly telling me it's never, 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 never. And I have my teams that are telling me stay strong, focus. Yeah, I know. Continuing. I know the missile attacks are continuing, but they are becoming less and less, aren't they? I agree, gentlemen. Stay indoors. There's no need for you to risk any danger. Next week, in my opinion, next weekend, you'll be able to come out of your homes. Omar says maybe, but right now they are sending larger and newer ones that are hard to shoot down. This is what the television is telling us, and they stay inside. Yes, they tell you to stay inside. That's logical. And as far as these drones, we are bringing them down because we are hot wiring them. Frank, television is saying that it is a good idea for us to stop for resistance. TV saying it is a good idea for us to stop probably resisting. They said that last month they reached a new front, and now they said it could take months. This is what our leaders are telling us here. And I thought our country, that we've been going to the markets getting food for days. Now they're saying that's a very good idea because it's escalated to a new level. And they're saying this since last month, I guess is what that means. Yeah, yeah, go get ammunition. I already told you, go get the food, go get the whatever you need. But most importantly, get water. You know very well I told you to listen to me when I exaggerate my emphasis and when I emphasize something, right, gentlemen? It will shine like a diamond, and they will not. And they have none of it. They don't have leaders. They don't have weapons. They don't have water. All the things that they're telling you, gentlemen, is not true. All the drones that are being sent, we are controlling them by intercepting their signals. We rewire them and then well first we land them and then we rewire them by reprogramming them. Then we send them back up and to attack Iran. This is not something that is going to be advertised or made public on Iran media that is broadcasted into Iraq because it is extremely embarrassing for Iran. Very embarrassing. Very embarrassing for Iran. They were beating the living daylights out of them. Then they tell me, yeah, but Frank, they're shooting 2,000 pound bombs at us. You don't think we know that? You don't think we know where those bombs are at? Have any of them landed? No, but they're going to. Mr. Frank, we see the large missiles, 2,000 pound, 2,000 pounds. They are firing, and it was the drones that took out the U.S. embassy. It's other countries in the regions that are getting hit. Also, this is all becoming more than just on one side. To which I then said, I understand, Omar. I understand what they're telling you on television, okay? But it's Iranian-owned media. I know what they're telling you on television, and my heart goes out to you that you don't seem to understand what I'm trying to tell you about my President Trump. In fact, every time I tell you something about Trump, it turns out that way, doesn't it? I tell you, let the smoke clear, and I say, watch what happens, and boom, it happens. Allow me to repeat myself. Watch what happens next week to the bombing of the missiles, to the drones to Iran. And yes, again, we are aware of those big bombs. And again, like I tell you, watch what happens next week. But I want you to know I appreciate everything that you send me because it allows me to focus my prayers in the right directions for all of you. So, ladies and gentlemen, they're concerned about the rockets and missiles and drones that are headed in their direction. And they take cover over the weekend. Then they respond to me and they say, well, here comes Alak again. I don't care. I don't care. Alak is just talking to himself. I don't know how else to tell you that I'm telling you the truth. This is not an opinion. TV and Alak again here, and this is what they're saying. Quote, according to Shafat News, CBI Governor Ali Alak is once again emphasizing that even with a new government in place, there will be no change to the exchange rate. Is that right, Alak? Hey, Alak. Alak. Alak! Yes, Frank. Have a seat. I don't want to sit down. Make him sit down. Alak, you're walking around pretending that you're something that you're not. Oh no, I'm not debating that you're the governor of the CBI. You are. But that's all. Why do you make it seem to the world that you have the authority not to release the new exchange rate? I know. You think I care anything about you? I want to get paid back. I'm an American, and you're stopping it. That's a big mistake, buddy. You know how long Maliki tried to pretend that he was going to be the prime minister from this spot to this point to this point to this point to this? I mean, I call it a tennis match. They were volleying back and forth. That's what you're doing, sucker. That's what you're doing, sucker. Pretending that you have the authority, the final decision. Let me see. Allah comes out once again and he emphasizes that even with the new government in place, there will be no exchange rate. No exchange. We don't need it. I'm not going to do it. No. Hey, Allah, what did the board of directors tell you about the new exchange rate? Huh? Oh, they want it because they want to make money. You see, they're not political. They want to make money. You're not letting them make money. Allah, I see. Okay. Boy, you remind me of our reserve chairman, the jerk, that's putting $2 billion into the building where he should. Boy, you remind me so much of it. You actually think you have the authority to tell the world that there's not going to be a new exchange rate that's going to come out for the Iraqi dinar? You funny. You funny. You're also part Chinese, Alak. Hmm? No, you're part Chinese. Your last name is Li. Your first name is Ugg. So to which I say, Omar, do you notice how Allah constantly defends his position? Do you notice that? Allah is constantly defending his position. There's no rate change, no rate change. No, I say no rate change. Like you have the authority. The only authority you have is to pick the color of toilet paper for the bathroom of the CBI. And I said that the day before yesterday. You knucklehead. And you really got people brainwashed thinking that you have the authority to say there will be no change, no rate change. That's why they ain't mess with him, because he's stupidly funny. It's organic. You don't be making that face. Omar, do you notice how Allah constantly defends his position of no exchange rate that is coming? He does this constantly. So my question is, why does he do that? Why does he do that? He said it once. You can say it again, maybe a third time, and that would be suffice. You've said it. But I think that he keeps repeating it because he knows he doesn't have a squat chance in the world to keep it at 1,300. Not one single person, not one single entity, not one single reason exists that is saying that he should keep that Iraq should keep the rate at 1,300 and not raise the value of your currency. Everybody on the planet Earth, even the man on the moon, says, "Hey, Iraq, you can raise the value of your currency, okay? Because the environment is perfect for it right now." So once again, Allah is just scared. Allah is just scared. He's scared, in my opinion, because if he doesn't say what he's saying, his ass is 6 feet under. He's scared, and he knows what's coming. Yeah, he knows what's coming. He knows who's there. He knows what is coming: a new exchange rate, and possibly his exit. Besides, he's old. He's ancient. He's decrepit. He's wrinkled. He's like Biden. Get your ass out of there. You're too old to be the governor of the CBI, and you know it, and you're scared about that as well, too. Gentlemen, mark my word, gentlemen. Watch what happens in the meantime. Stay inside. Play some video games with your children. Just have some peace in your heart. And let us take care of this. Okay? Did you miss me? Continuing. Hey, Frank, Omar says, unfortunately, Mr. Frank, there will be no rate change anytime soon here. With the investors can't even get into our country because of what's happening with the war, and we are losing security day by day. And Allah has said there will be no change whatsoever in our exchange rate. He says it's not needed, so Allah will have to be dealt with. What'd you say? So Allah will have to be dealt with. Say it again. So a lot will have to be dealt with. Now you're on my side, gentlemen. You're slowly starting to understand, aren't you? Yeah, well, did Maliki want the monetary reform? No, he's gone. Does Sudani want the monetary reform? Yeah, he made a fatwa promise about it. Okay, he can stay. Does Alak want the monetary reform? No, well, he's got to go. And that's it. Bye bye. That's there's nothing to argue about. So you're saying that no time soon is there going to be any rate change? Well, now it's there's a need to have a law. So a lock will have to be dealt with. So that will take some time. This war has changed the atmosphere here. Security and stability are less. We are being hit daily, and each night here on the Americans' places, it's just not safe here. Our security is gone. Everything is gone. And then I'll continue what they said in a second. But I want to say to you, gentlemen, and to you, KTFA family, um, I agree. I agree. There's no definition of security nor stability in your region right now. But I want you to notice something. After next week, as we close this month, boom, just like that. I mean, just like the snap of a finger, just like the flip of a switch for the light to come on that quickly, is how quickly your security and stability will come back. Remember these words. When we are done with these idiots called Democrats, these communists in our own country, when we're done with what they're trying to do right now, I mean, they're lying. They say, well, we don't want to fund, shoot, I can't even remember what it's called now. Not Doge, but the people that are ICE. We don't want to fund ICE. You're lying through your orifice. The next 3 years, ICE has been funded. What you don't want to fund is the American citizen. You don't want TSA that protects our borders, our airports. You don't want. You want these aliens to bust through. You Democrats are sick. You support abortion. There's no way you can be a Christian. That's murder. Now, Mr. Frank, our Prime Minister, Sudani, is also in between a hard place for sticking up for the United States side. Didn't I say that? Sudani, you obeying Trump? Uh-huh. It's going to cost you. Yeah, but at least you guys got my back. Yeah, we do. And now my friends also know that Sudani is probably going to stick around because he's obeying, and it's going to cost him. Yeah, Sudani is stuck in between a hard place for sticking up for the United States side, organizing everything that was supposed to be put in its proper place, organizing the mobilization group, getting rid of Maliki, and all of that he kept doing this, and inside of our country, which was not supporting Iran, he was doing against them. So Sudani is caught in the middle here, calling for him to use our troops to stop the bad guys from Iran here inside of our country. But if he does, then the coordinated framework will stop their support of him being prime minister for a second term. To which I told him, no. It's not like you need parliament to have Sudani be your prime minister. Well, what do we need, Frank? You need Trump. Continuing. The next report that came in. Mr. Frank, television says this again. From the CBI governor, it's on Shafat News. And they're reporting that the CBI governor made it clear that he never stated that a rate change would happen once the government was formed. He says that's just pure rumors and speculation from the internet. Listen to me, you moron. Nobody said that you said that you were going to raise the value. Everybody's saying that you are saying you're not going to raise the value. CBI governor made it very clear that he never stated that a rate change would happen once the government was formed. No, but you did studies of a rate change. No one said it. We compared it to the government being formed. I did, to my listening audience. Get your own team. In fact, Kurdistan is even getting now more involved here. This is on Channel 8 out of Kurdistan News. I know you can't read it, but this is they're saying. Kurdistan is saying, we know what you're doing. We know the game you're playing, okay? I'll tell you what, we ain't going to move the oil. Oh, man, we're back at square one again. But they found a way to overwrite it. And it doesn't matter. I don't care. This is from the Kurds TV Channel 8 News on their demands in order to restart the oil flowing. Yesterday, 12:32 p.m. in the afternoon. Once again, gentlemen, I want to thank you for your report. Omar, wonderful reports. And now I will respond to them. Now, as far as not having a new exchange rate because of a lock, you and I, we both know very well that a lock will be removed if he continues to play this stupid game. So that's not an issue for me at all. He could be removed at the blink of an eye, and Trump will put in who he wants. And there's nobody that's going to stop Trump from doing that. So, like I said, Iraq is not an issue. The issue is having to wait for the results that we want. I encourage you to lift your spirits and not pay attention to Allah. The same way that I constantly kept telling you, please don't pay attention to Maliki. I told you to wait till the smoke clears and you'll see that what I'm telling you about Maliki is the truth. I know things that you don't know. Now, you don't have to worry about Maliki. And very soon, well, maybe not necessarily very soon, but soon enough, Allah will be gone. In my opinion. First, we have to take care of the war. And in my opinion, we need one more week for the war, and then the ground forces will go in, and that will be the end of this evil empire called Iranian terrorism. Continuing. Yes, I agree, Omar. Sudani is in a catch 22 precarious situation. He is damned if he does. He is damned if he doesn't. But I'll tell you what, he better not pay attention to Iran or Parliament and only pay attention to Trump, or he will be gone too. I'm sure by now you have noticed we are not playing games, and Trump does not waste any time. Yesterday, Trump asked many nations to help him with the Straits of Hormuz, and he got it. Continuing. I study patterns, gentlemen. I study patterns. And this pattern that we are noticing of Allah coming out constantly, denying that there is no rate change coming, is a little too obvious. Of course, there's a rate change coming. So he's either doing this to prevent speculation, which I doubt, or he's doing this just to keep the Iranian terrorists in your country at arm's length from him. Both Sudani and Alak are survivors. Hell, they would sell the souls of their mothers just to survive. Kurdistan demands are only logical, in my opinion, gentlemen. But you're soon to find out that this oil will be moving. You'll find out in a little bit. Frank, television is asking any U.S. citizens to evacuate from Iraq, and these popular mobilizations, militia groups, are going around town and through different provinces seeking any U.S. citizen or anybody with any allowance, any helping the U.S. and burning their homes and striking targets. It's getting really bad. Yeah, and that's why the ground attack is about to start, gentlemen. It's getting really bad, really messy in here in our country of Iraq, and this is happening quick. Something needs to be done. Just as quickly as it starts, watch it end just as quickly. And this is happening very quick. Something needs to be done. We even feel safe in our own country, and we're not even part of the war. Yes, you are. What the hell do you think the war is there for? It's for you. Hold on, this thing just threw up on me. Stupid thing. You miss me? Did you miss my yelling? Give me a number, Tank. All right. I sent them with some friends of ours and they respond, but so let's pass this. Hold on. There we go. The television is asking If there are any American citizens listening, they want them to evacuate from Iraq as soon as possible. And these popular mobilization militia groups are going around town and different provinces seeking any U.S. citizens. I read this to you. I read this to you. Well, maybe seeking, going around town, seeking any American citizen or anybody with any allowance that's up in the U.S. and burning their homes down, striking targets. It's getting really messy here inside of our country, and this is happening quick. Something needs to be done. We don't even feel safe in our own country, and we're not even part of the war. Yes, you are. You're the reason for it. To which I then said, gentlemen, Trump knows, and he's working on this. When I have an update on it, I'll let you know more about it. Continuing. The start says now, yesterday. The television is showing that the parliament is requesting the Minister of Oil and the Natural Industry to come to talk to them. You come to Parliament, they say, and give an update on the exports of the Kurdistan regions through the Cheyenne port. Yeah, whatever, Parliament. Pick a finger. I said, gentlemen, they should be responding. Never mind. Frank, a lot just came back out again. He says again, he already there will be no rate change. I said, I know. He just did it. He just came out. We saw it, but Iraq has no authority over the exchange rate. I keep telling you this. Only the board of directors do, and Trump is talking to the board of directors. In my opinion, I tell him that though. Keep this to yourself, please, or better yet, allow me to say that this is solely in my opinion. Wink. Stay strong with me, gentlemen. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just trying to help them. Stay strong with me, gentlemen. I don't need to explain it. Frank Omar says it's not safe here. We don't have the security. It's gone. They will use that against the rate change. Investors are leaving. Yeah, I told you they would. But I also told you that they're not going to leave. I told you why, gentlemen. The contracts were rewritten. They know what's coming. They're not going to go anywhere. But they sure as hell ain't going to come into your country, especially not right now either. That is correct. Walking Stick and I were talking about this subject yesterday. Many of the investors that we know who have contracts in Iraq are telling us that if they don't come up with a new exchange rate, that they may possibly walk away. But of course, that is a forceful opinion. This is, in my opinion, that I am sharing with you. These contractors know of a rate that was guaranteed to them by Sudani last year. So I don't believe they're going to go anywhere. But they are very angry of having to wait and now having to wait until the war's over. That's your own fault, Iraq. You should have raised the value. Omar says they already are leaving many of the contractors due to the militia in the streets looking for them. We are in serious trouble. They're looking for anybody to kill. To which I said some things. And I said, that's why the land attack will start probably next week. And if it needs to come into Iraq, so be it. Omar says that doesn't sound good because Iran has been waiting for 35 years for land attack. Uh, oh, Omar says that doesn't sound good because Iran has been waiting 35 years for land attack. So, so it will be costly, unfortunately. Iran has been waiting for us for the last 35 years. We've been studying them for the last 37 years, Omar. To which I said, but in my opinion, once the land attack starts, these cowards will run like the cockroaches that they are. They're barking right in your face right now because we haven't started the land attack. We don't think that we've been, I said, don't you think that we've been watching them for 35 years and know exactly how to bury them in their own holes where they belong? Stay strong with me. Or excuse me, no, that was it. Stay strong. This time it was stay strong with God. Omar says, unfortunately, that will not be the case. We are sad to say this. It's bad here, Frank. Everything is costing us so much. And any change to our currency this year, it doesn't look good. We don't have our security anymore. It'll come right back. So let's now start with today. So all it was a lot of reports on attacks and movements of we're moving some of our own teams too, and so let's go right here. Let's start with today at 10:30 in the morning instead. Okay. Good morning, gentlemen. It is my hope that you had a beautiful day and be strong. I just finished my prayers for all of you. Good morning, Frank. Thank you. We pray for you. Television says oil will start flowing from Kirkuk to Turkey and bypass Kurdistan because the pipeline is ready within a week. I guess you knew something about this when you told us that they would find a way to bypass it and continue the flow. Also, Frank, television says we are now using Mediterranean pipelines as bypass to the Straits of Hormuz. I didn't say I told you so. I said, well, yeah, it's obvious that that's what was going to happen. So that's why I told you. Well, this is obviously to bypass what Iran is doing in the Straits of Hormuz. Trump has also recruited many countries to bring their ships to protect the straits. So it's really good to see the oil moving and bypassing the Iranian terrorists. Are you guys getting hit today? Are you safe? Can you send me a report on the drones and missiles? Yeah, and then Eddie says, I can help, sending it to Omar, sending, and there it is. So they send me a breakdown report that was presented to them on television, and we are blessed to have the report. And now I'm about to read the whole thing to you. Omar from the television reports on activities. Drone activities in Iraq. The latest confirmed incidents. Number one, twin drone strikes near the U.S. Embassy, Baghdad. Iraqi militia launched two drone attacks within hours near the U.S. Embassy. 3 points. One, Iraq Air Defense shot down one drone approaching the embassy. Two, earlier, another drone threat was reported near the Baltz Air Base. And number three, a separate attack wounded several people near Camp Victoria. Second report, two, U.S. military base struck by FPV suicide drones. A U.S. base in Iraq was hit by short range FPV suicide drones delivered to the launch by an Iranian backed militia. Drones were seen circling the compound before impact. Number one. Number two, this is part of a border escalation tied to the Iranian conflict. All this is on Sky News Channel 1. Number three, French base in Makhuro attacked. Casualties reported. A drone strike on a joint Perchmashka French base in Makuro killed one French officer and injured at least 5 soldiers. The French called the attack unacceptable. Number 4, U.S. diplomatic facilities in Baghdad hit by drone. A suspected retaliatory militia attack targeted the Baghdad diplomatic support centers. 2 points. A. 6 drones launched, 5 intercepted, 1 hit near a guard tower. B. Personnel were ordered to duck and cover. Hey, duck, cover. Yeah, yeah. Number 5, border patterns of increased drone attacks. My report. U.S. officials warn Iraqi governments that Iran-backed militia are escalating attacks on American, French, Italian, and Kurdistan forces across the country, taking positions in. Okay, never mind. To which I said, "Man, I love your reports. Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you." And by the way, how many times has Alok said on the comedy channel today that he's not going to raise the value of the currency of Iraq? How many times has he said it today on the comedy channel? Well, television is showing the replays of Alok's speech. The one about no rate change, even when the government is formed. So they're saying that we must concentrate on stability. So yeah, it's still playing over and over, Frank. And I said, he's such a knucklehead. I need the report. Okay, well, all right. So the CF report is here. Got it. Well, Mr. Frank, we called this back in January. Remember, we said that the CF has postponed naming a prime minister until after the war has extended. Well, that was a Sudanese takeover government with limited powers. So this is not a fully formed government. Meaning that the CBI now will not even release a rate until the political government is seated. And this is just a caretaker government. The coordinated framework is saying that since Iran is still able to keep the straits closed, no, they're not. CF saying since Iran is still, you see, that's coordinated framework lying about their lying, girlfriend, Iran. CF is saying that, well, because Iran has kept the Straits of Hormuz closed for 16 straight days and sent off all ships with our rockets to the area in the region, they will not name a prime minister until the war ends because Iran may win the battle. The CF can name whoever they want. I'm like, shut up. Man, this is just so stupid. I'm sick of it. I want to vomit. What I mean by that is that you're defeated. Accept it. Stupid. And then the CF is going out saying, well, you know what? We're just not going to pick the prime minister because of this war. And, we don't have a seated government. It's actually a caretaker government. And you lie. I better. Yeah, okay, I'm going to stop. That's a good hour, and I'm going to shut up because the next report will make me scream even louder. So, no. Number 10. Alrighty. Well, God bless them. I was talking to Walking Stick before I say goodbye to you. We have a bank story. Our bank story is Fifth Third. And that's from somebody that was in Iraq. So we'll get to that in a minute. I think I might have gone over these notes with you the last time we were together 2 days ago. But I'd like to say, I asked my teams, why is Iran lying about the United States of America? Why are they lying about the prime minister of Iraq? Why does Iran lie and say to their people that they are defeating the Israelites, that they are defeating the Americans? Why do they say that they are victorious when they are dead? Junior's dead. The cardboard guy, he's dead. I couldn't believe it. Wall Street Journal said today that the reason why the supreme leader, Ayatollah Khomeini, did not want his junior to be the next man in charge is because he's a faggot, he's gay, he's a queer, he's a homosexual. You know something? In the Middle East, that is a very serious problem. When they got Bin Laden, he was bending on when okay. When they got Bin Laden, you should have seen what was in his closet. That was the New York Post that said. I thought it was the Wall Street Journal. Thank you, thank you. Well, New York Post. It said that his son was fruity tooty or whatever. That's a big problem out there. Whew. So, why is Iran lying to the world that they are defeating America and Israel in this war, that they are victorious? And the reason why, Frank, is because they're scared. They're scared of their own people. If their people revolt against them, oh my goodness, look out. They want to make it look like we are still in control. We are still in charge. We are victorious. We have an army. We have our leaders. We have this. We have that. They want the citizens of Iran trust us, evil leaders. Trust us. Trust y'all. These people talk about phagocytosis. These people are cannibals. They kill and eat their own. Unbelievable, unbelievable, unbelievable. And now the how do you say the table has been turned? Is that the saying? And now the shoe's on the other ear or whatever, however it's said. The fear that they would put in the citizens of Iran and Iraq, now they sense that fear because they are this close, they're that close to being destroyed, conquered, killed, removed, eradicated, annihilated, turned into pink dust. And they lie, and then they say the Straits. That's the one that really gets to me. Hold on, I don't know if I have data on that. The Straits of Hormuz. Hold on, let me see. Okay, while the entire world panics about the Straits of Hormuz, Saudi Arabia already had a solution: a 1,200 kilometer pipeline crossing the entire desert. The entire desert, family. I don't think that's impacting. I don't think you're understanding what I'm telling you. From Persia Gulf to the Red Sea, bypassing the Hormuz completely? That's like saying you're going to bypass the Panama Canal because you're going to hop and skip over, I don't know, Mexico there. What? Now it's been pushed to full capacity. Up to 7 million barrels per day are flowing. Look. Let me see if I can get this picture up here for you. Blow it up. You see, look at that's Saudi Arabia. And you see that red line? That's the pipeline that goes from one body of water to the other body of water. Straits of Hormuz. Pick a finger. And Iran saying that you own the Straits of Hormuz. You liars. And why do you do this? Because you're scared that your own people are going to eat you alive very soon. That oh my gosh, it's a long pipeline. When my wife and I, when we went to Israel, we had to go over to Egypt, and we went in the Suez Canal. We went in the tunnel. I've never been in a tunnel. You know how long that's an ocean. Well, that's straight. You know how long that pipe is? You know how long that trip took to go underwater in that tunnel to get to the other side to Egypt? A long time. When we got in, it was like, ooh, this is cool. Wow, this is fancy. Look at modern, oh, high technology. Yeah. 15 minutes later, like, is there an end to this tunnel? Wow. This pipeline is it is impressive. Anyways, family, I can keep talking to you. Do you want me to keep talking to you? No. Okay. So that's what I was talking to my teams, you know, about Iran and why they lie. I did pose another question. Would you like for me to bring you that up to you? Then I'll say goodbye. I did pose the other question. I said, this thing about a lock. I know, I know. He's just talking because he's scared, and he's talking stupid because Iran is and Parliament uh, and probably a lot are telling him to to talk stupid. But I am correct, am I not? That Allah has no authority over the exchange rate. Walking Stick says, I got this one. He said, Frank, Allah does not write monetary policies. Well, that's a good one. No, he doesn't, does he? No, he doesn't even have the education to do that. He has no control or say over a new exchange rate for the currency of Iraq. The board of directors do. And trust me, Frank, the board of directors want this new exchange rate. They don't care about politics. They care about making money, and they're not making it because they have a governor that's answering to the evil. They're not political. A country like Iraq at 1300, a country that does that. I mean, granted, they were sanctioned, and that rate was upon them, but they can get rid of that rate now. But they're not. And when a country does this, like what Iraq is doing, it is strangling. It is strangling with both hands the country's economy, the country's potential. It is strangling the investors that want to come into the country of Iraq and open their contracts. There's just no purchasing power for the citizens. And Iraq, Iraq, Iraq wants its currency international. Nothing is going to happen at 1300 internationally. Just like Maliki, Trump will demand a lot to go, or release the rate and then go. You're no longer welcome to lock. I hope you enjoyed your UB2 with me, family. Is there aloha? There is. I want to show you something. For those of you that bring me the banana. For those of you that study the Iraqi Dinar with me, God bless you. Thank you so much for being with me. I truly appreciate you. Sometimes I'm right, sometimes I'm wrong. Most of the times I feel like a nut. Sometimes I don't. Dum 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 dum. And I'll see you tomorrow at tomorrow's Tuesday, our long day. I'll see you tomorrow. 3 we horse around, and 6 we get to work. And what I thank you. So I'll see you tomorrow. For those of you that stick around for aloha, I want to show you. Is there a banana tree around me? No. There's one right there. That one right there. Go ahead. Take this camera and just aim it at that banana tree. Ladies and gentlemen, this is, well, point at it maybe so you know which one there. That's a banana tree right there. You go, that one right there. It's actually a variegated. If you look at the leaves, you'll see that they're kind of a little red tone to them. It's a red and green banana. So that's a banana tree, right? And we keep them in the greenhouse because that's where they belong. Well, it turns out that, look, these are two different species of bananas that we've been growing. Now this one right here will produce the yellow banana that you're familiar with, and this will produce a red banana. And the thing is that I'm going to be planting them in our backyard next to our mimosa trees. Mimosas grow in rainforests, but if you protect them, the roots in the wintertime, they'll come back in the spring. And we have 4 big mimosa trees in our backyard. We have 2 redwood trees. If you know how to take care of them, you can grow redwoods even if it got to like about minus 15 this past winter. It gets cold. Well, the same thing with these. Come down. Can you see them? The same thing with these. These are cold weather bananas. This is your red bananas and your yellow bananas. And I will be planting them in the backyard. And in about, well, by the end of the summer, they're going to be about 14 feet tall. Almost as tall as our bamboo that we have in the backyard, too. Then, when winter comes, I will cut them. I will literally just cut them because you see, a banana tree is not a tree, it's a plant. So I cut it at the base, and I'll cut the banana tree itself and put all of the leaves and all of the stalk on top of it. Then I'll cover it with dirt, a nice little mound. As the banana leaves rot, they produce heat. And that organic biochemical reaction that's producing heat is actually going to keep the roots of the banana alive a little longer. Fascinating, isn't it? God bless you all. Thank you kindly for being with me. If you're interested in a bank story, a good one, another good one, I'll see you in about 30 seconds. Sweet aloha. Bye-bye.